So hi, today I'm going to do the speaking of a GCSE development of conversation of scientific experiments. So for that we have different prompts to establish a conversation in the order we're going to start. So some experiments you did in your science lessons and what happened. Okay, some experiments that I did be like some things like with a type of different substances that permit me like to create and know like different type of reactions, like in one time be a type of volcanic that always be like so funny because be like so impressive for all the students, and always you like get a lot of mess in all the space of working. Always another prompt is what you have learned from experiments in your lessons. So, like some of the things that I learn in my daily experimental lessons, be for example, some like chemical equations, always some reactions that could happen and the effect that have on it, always with carbon or magnesium or things like that. That always permit me, like in some experiments of chemistry, to know like more vocabulary and always more to know different reactions that could happen when one substance and another clash or mix. So the next prompt is how people everyday lives can benefit from the results of the experiments. So in my opinion, I think that the people can benefit a lot with the experiments because can permit you like to know things that you usually don't know, and that may help you like in sometimes for typical things in the druggery, or always like if you're going to study chemistry, always you're going to study like a stuff that may have a general relation with that. You will get a very useful information that will help you like to be more easy in your daily life. Always the next prompt is the view that is necessary for animals to be used in experiments. I think that is something that we have to correct in our daily society, because always be in a very some parts of the world that always they experiment with an animals, and that I think that is like not fair for them, because are like living things that always feel and always hurt and things like that, and make the experiments damage them. So in that way, I think that is something that will be have to be like illegal in order to be have a good society in our like world. Always then I'm going to talk about the suggestion that without experiments our world will never progress. Well, experiments are so important because always like permit us to like test different things and know the result that half of them. In that way, the world never progress, because when like in all the things that we know today is a day, maybe an experiment or maybe be something like that, and you have to test and again in order to progress, in order to have a successful result. In that way, if you don't like experiment, you don't never gain like a type of result that permit you to progress in that specific thing. So that is all. Thank you for your attention and goodbye.